Bars, pilot written by Rhett Stuart. Fade in, cold open, interior Lincoln's bedroom day. A phone rings and buzzes, sun bursting in through the cracks in the blinds, sunglasses sit on a face. This is the face of Lincoln Drew, lying naked, face down, asleep atop all of the bedding, limbs hanging off the side. A young woman lies next to him, wrapped in sheets, hair a mess. She shakes him, whiny.
Lincoln, your phone.
No response. She continues to shake him, her effort stronger.
Turn it off, Lincoln.
Still nothing.
Lincoln.
He's startled awake. He slowly maneuvers his jaw around the pillow to face her as he yawns.
Yes.
She removes his sunglasses. His eyes are still closed.
Your fucking phone.
What time is it?
She points to his phone. He turns his head back and checks it. The time reads 2:08 p.m.
Shit.
He takes a deep breath that exits through the motorboat of his lips.
Wrong.
I've got to go.
She frowns clownishly and slides her hand under his stomach. She moves it down towards his groin.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Her arms moving back and forth now.
No, really, I can't.
Nothing I can do to make you stay?
With her other arm, she passes him a small dish with white powder. Then she moves toward the foot of the bed. He snorts a line, then another.
Okay. Maybe that'll work.
We see the back of her head bobbing up and down. Lincoln lays back, enjoying himself.
I'm gonna fuck. You are the best. Jealous. Rebecca?
Panic hits his face. She crawls back up his torso towards him, eyeing him seductively.
That was...
She spits his load onto his face. Lincoln's in shock. He spits to the side and scrapes his tongue with his fingers. He's gagging.
Stacy, asshole.
She gets up, grabs her clothes, and leaves. In cold open. Cut to interior, sports car day. Lincoln screams along to My Poor Heart by the Glorious Sons on the radio. He pulls into the studio lot. Exterior, studio lot day. Lincoln walks past grip trucks and sound stages, brushing past crew members.
You made it.
Oh, not really.
Look who decided to show up.
Who took the over?
You know I did.
Third time this week. Lincoln finds his trailer.
Coffee?
No one answers. Stairs have become turned backs.
And why all of you have jobs, but I guess I'll get my own fucking coffee.
Exterior, crafty day. Lincoln pours a cup of coffee. Interior, studio lot day. Lincoln slams the door behind him. Adrian sits by racks of clothing along with other crew.
Go for Adrian.
B. Adrian looks shocked, yet joyous.
Copy. Wrapping wardrobe on Lincoln. Thank God.
Crew applaud. Exterior, street set night. It looks like a typical city street. Jim, the director, and Tom, the DP, run through the blocking of the scene with Lincoln. Jim places a hand on Lincoln's back and guides him through his steps on the sidewalk.
You get the new sides?
New sides?
Jim hands him a copy.
So, Lincoln, we're walking.
He points out a banana peel.
And then treat this like your mark.
Lincoln flips through, his attention darting back and forth. Now he's glued to the page.
Banana peel, steamroller, pigeons, coats his flattened corpse in white globby.
Tom follows them from the street.
He doesn't have to step on it in the wide because we're gonna do that on the tight for that.
Copy. You got that, Lincoln?
He looks down to the banana peel at his feet. His gaze lingers on it.
Very funny, guys.
A rumbling in the distance. A bright orange steamroller pulls up behind them. The crew erupts in laughter. Lincoln turns and sees the steamroller.
What is it, my birthday or something?
Is it?
Fuck you.
I'm guessing that's a no, Jim.
Really? What is this shit?
They're called words. You get paid to read them.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you what the fuck this is.
Let's just do the scene how it's written. Let's give some energy, bring it to life. Tom, let's rehearse with camera.
Get moving, Cinderella.
Back to one. Let's get picture up.
Lincoln charges toward his starting mark.
And action.
Lincoln continues past one and into the distance, brushing past crew members. His pace builds as he nears a PA crossing his path. He knocks the PA to the ground without breaking stride. Cut 2. Interior, Marvin's office lobby day. Marvin's secretary, Linda, sits at a desk in front of the office browsing the web on her computer.
Marvin?
Lincoln storms in, but she's unfazed. He jiggles the door handle furiously. He kicks the door again.
He's not in, Lincoln.
She doesn't look up from her screen. Lincoln moves to the front of her desk. He slams her laptop shut, then his hand on the table.
Don't bullshit me, Linda. I can see him through the fucking blinds.
Through the blinds, we see Marvin Flynn, early 50s balding, but only on top, a bit round, imposing, although he's not particularly tall. Picks up his office phone. Linda picks up hers, hangs up, gets up, then unlocks the door.
Let me see you now.
A shit-eating grin on her face. Lincoln gives her the finger as he walks in, eyes locked straight ahead on Marvin. Interior, Marvin's office day. Marvin stays seated and gestures to the chair opposite him across the desk. He takes a sip from a mug of coffee.
Take a seat, Lincoln. What's on your mind?
Fuck off.
Is it your lines? I mean, we could have the writers do another pass on the dialogue.
It's the 3rd episode, Marvin.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
I am the show.
Apparently not anymore. I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
Look, I was upset to hear about it too. I asked the network about it. I did. I really wanted you to, I wanted to keep you. You've got style and passion, charisma, and that glint in your eye, man. You know that Eastwood glint thing, right? It's powerful.
Do you have your own hand up your ass right now, working your mouth like a damn puppet?
It's out of my hands, Link.
Bullshit, it's out of your hands.
Marvin gets up and calmly walks toward him.
You're the showrunner. You literally run the show.
He
I wish
places
it were
a
that
hand
simple.
on. Lincoln swipes his hand away.
Sit the fuck back down.
Marvin obliges.
And the way you kill me, I mean, he slips on a banana peel and into the street. As he gathers himself, he gets up on his feet, and we see a steamroller approaching from behind him. Impact, his ankles roll forward, bending in toward his toes. His face slams to the pavement. Then the steamroller slowly, steadily crushes his body, methodical in its pace, as he lets out silent screams. The steamroller is passed on, and a monsoon of pigeon shit coats his corpse in a white, globby, congealed blanket. This isn't just killing me off. This is slipping me something. No, everything in my drink, bending me over a highway median, pulling my pants so far over my own head that you've literally torn them a new asshole, and then fucking me.
While pigeon shit rains down from the heavens. I'm kidding. You're going to be fine, kid.
Lincoln manically balls up the sides and shoves them into Marvin's mug, flooding his desk and lap with hot coffee. As Lincoln rushes out,
I'm glad this is your last day. I have to put up with your shit, you entitled, mediocre, half-ass fuckwad. You do this scene, or I make sure you never work again. You hear that? You hear that?
Linda
Yes,
opens
Linda.
up.
Sorry. Yes,
That's
Linda.
okay.
I don't think he did.
Cut to interior sports car night. His door slams behind him and he starts the engine. He looks into the mirror. He grabs a flask from the glove compartment.
You're Lincoln Drew.
He takes a gulp.
You're Lincoln fucking Drew.
Another gulp.
You're gonna be fine. You're Lincoln fucking Drew, goddammit. They can't treat you this way. Nobody treats you this way.
Another couple gulps and he speeds out of the lot. Lincoln pulls up his phone and dials.
Come on, Andy. Pick up. Come on. Agents pick up their clients' calls. It's half the job.
Please leave a message after the beep.
His speech is harsh and twitchy.
Andy, hey man, it's Lincoln.
Cut to interior sports car night.
It's Lincoln again.
Cut to interior sports car night.
Look, I think it's time to start looking for other gigs. It's not really working out on the show, man.
Cut to interior sports car night.
This voicemail box is currently full.
He hangs up and takes the next exit off the highway. He pulls over to the side of the road and presses his forehead to the steering wheel, still gripping it ferociously. He turns his head to his phone and grabs it. He pulls up Naomi in his contacts. His finger hovers over the call icon. He turns his phone over and takes one more big gulp from the flask. He looks at his phone again and dials for Naomi. He holds the phone to his ear with one hand, clutching the wheel with his other. He presses his forehead back to the wheel. Ring, 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 ring.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Beep.
Hey, Naomi, I know you. Look, I'm not in trouble or anything. The show fucked me over, and I need to see.
He takes a small gulp. He unleashes.
I need to fucking sue their ass. Fucking bullshit motherfuckers killing me off with a goddamn steamroller and a fucking banana peel.
A very deep breath.
I don't really know who else. Just give me a call, please.
He takes a deep breath and downs the final drops from the flask, then puts the car back in gear and drives off. Cut to interior restaurant night. Lincoln busts through the door. It's not a 5-star place, but it's still fine dining. There are some people eating, but it's a pretty slow night.
Good evening, sir.
He blows past and waves her off. He heads around the bar and towards the semi-open kitchen. Nico, mid-20s, average looking but very tall, looks up from a pan and sees Lincoln.
This motherfucker! Finally coming to visit us peasants at the scene of the fucking crime.
To interior restaurant dining room night. Lincoln is dressed in a black button-down and jeans, wearing an apron stuffed with pins around his waist. He looks up and into a security camera, grasping an open bottle of expensive champagne that's dripping all over.
You goddamn miserable bitch. I'm about to be rich enough to buy this place. I'm fucking out.
Lincoln walks back towards the door, flipping off the camera. Melissa, 50s, dingy vibes, walks out from behind the kitchen.
You're paying for that bottle.
Lincoln peeks around the bar to see her.
Take it out of my tips.
Cut to interior restaurant night.
You're not shooting all night?
Nah, they shot me out early.
Clark walks past wearing a black button-down and jeans, with an apron around his waist and a pitcher of water in hand.
Clark,
He turns.
do you know who this is?
No.
Wrong. This is a star.
He slaps his hands to Lincoln's face and squeezes his cheeks together, then pulls Lincoln's face toward Clark's.
See?
He winks at Lincoln and keeps walking. Nico relinquishes his grip.
You want to burn some wires?
Yeah, probably a good idea to get out of sight before Melissa sees you.
Cut to interior walk-ins night. Clouds of thick smoke drape tomatoes and grapefruits along with Nico and Lincoln. The two are laughing. Lincoln takes a drag from the vape, exhales, and coughs. Nico bends down and pulls a 6-pack from underneath a shelf. He grabs 2 beers and tosses one to Lincoln. The door opens and they both turn away as quickly as possible. It's Erica, 20s, brunette. Her glare is piercing and seductive.
Look who decides to show his face. Better hope Melissa doesn't see him.
She goes up to Nico, kisses his lips, and grabs his beer. She takes a sip.
Chef wants you to quit burning wires and do your job.
Damn hypocrite.
Nico takes the beer back, downs it, crushes the can, and tosses it into a corner. He exits.
So,
She takes a long drag.
how's Naomi?
She's
Erica creeps towards him and slowly blows the smoke directly into his face. She presses her body up against his and whispers in his ear.
Will we be seeing you around here more often?
He feels a hand clutching his genitals. He moves his hand to her ass. She swats it away and leaves. He turns to the door, but it's already shut. He downs the beer and chucks the can toward Nico. Cut 2, interior restaurant bar night. Lincoln polishes off a steak and sees Melissa out of the corner of his eye.
I'm not giving you your dot back.
With a mouthful of steaks,
Go on it.
I just assumed you would have flamed out by now.
she turns toward the kitchen, then back to Lincoln.
You better be paying for that full price, not paying back Nico after he used the employee discount.
She steps toward the kitchen.
Nico, you're cut.
She returns to her office. Nico takes Lincoln's empty plate and runs it to the dishwasher. He pours them each a shot.
Doozies.
They cheer and throw the shots back.
Let's hit it.
They leave. We hear Lincoln's car engine start. Cut 2, exterior red phone booth night. Lincoln and Nico walk up to the red phone booth. Nico is changed and is no longer in his kitchen clothes.
Oh shit, do you have the code?
You never been here before?
They step into the phone booth and Lincoln picks up the receiver. Nico shakes his head vigorously. Lincoln spins the rotary.
Never taken you here?
No.
Lincoln pushes the wall and it opens to a large bar room full of brown leather, old brick, and wisps of cigar smoke.
Welcome.
Interior red phone booth night. They walk up to the bar and a bartender approaches them immediately.
2 smoked old fashions?
The bartender nods.
And what do you want, Nico?
Same.
Gotcha, Lincoln.
Lincoln leaves the bar and motions for Nico to come with him. They walk into another room filled with small wooden lockers with gold nameplates. They approach one that reads Lincoln Drew.
Damn, Link.
These are really to store cigars in.
He pulls out a keychain and sticks a little key into the lock.
What?
He hands Nico a cigar. Nico opens the plastic and runs it under his nose.
Damn.
Lincoln pulls up a tiny Ziploc with white powder. He opens it and sticks the tiny key in, then brings it to his nose, snort.
You know, but I feel like this is a way better use of the space.
Nico turns back to Lincoln, eyes wide. Lincoln offers the bag and key to him.
Not here, man. Let's go to the bathroom and do that shit.
Lincoln shrugs and does another bump. Some powder remains above his upper lip. A large, muscular guard dressed in black comes up behind him and grabs his shoulder. Out, let's go.
Shit.
Excuse me?
None of that shit in here.
Cigars?
Lincoln holds up a cigar to the guard. He opens it and grabs a cutter from the locker. He cuts it and puts the cigar between his teeth.
Got all late?
He takes a finger and rubs the white spot on Lincoln's face. The coat comes off on his finger and he shows it to Lincoln. Lincoln sees it, then glances toward the bar where the bartender waves at him and sets down 4 old fashions on the bar.
Look, I am a paying customer, and I will not be spoken to this way. I have a locker.
He closes the locker to show his name. The guard slides Lincoln's nameplate off the door and slides it into his pocket.
Not anymore.
Do you know who this is?
The guy whose head's gonna be between my foot and the pavement.
Not exactly what I was going for there.
I'm just going to grab my drink for the road then, and
The guard grabs him by both shoulders and flips him around and bids an arm behind his back.
or not.
Nico hustles to the bar and takes a sip of one of his drinks. Pure ecstasy hits his face as he looks to the ceiling. The guard nods to another guard who goes and grabs Nico. He puts Nico in the same vice grip while Nico somehow manages to chug the remainder of the drink with one hand. Exterior, red phone booth, night. They're both tossed out onto the sidewalk. The guard slammed the door shut. Cut 2. Exterior nightclub night. The line outside is so long it snakes around the side of the building. Lincoln and Nico walk right up to the front. Lincoln daps up the bouncer.
Up, Link.
He looks at the rope girl, dressed in almost nothing.
They're cool.
She lifts the rope for them and gives Lincoln the eyes. They exchange kisses on the cheek. People near the front of the line take out their phones and snap pictures.
See somebody?
The tall one?
Nah, the other guy.
Oh shit, is he the dude from the, he's got that line with Chorito?
Interior nightclub night. Lincoln and Nico lean up on the bar. Krista, your typical attractive club bartender, skips past crowds of patrons to get to them. Two of the patrons, Dylan and Will, both anywhere between 20s and early 30s, are dumbfounded.
2 vodka Red Bulls.
And 2 for me.
She nods. Dylan and Will maneuver the way over.
You're that guy. Dude.
Lincoln and Nico turn. Lincoln chuckles.
Maybe.
From the Chorito movie? And you had that line, man. Oh shit, what was it? It's like, I react.
Oh shit, I'm Will. Fuck, my bad. Oh shit, what was it?
I'm a reactor, baby. I react. When you
Fuck with me.
Okay,
I
fuck
back,
back,
bitch.
Shit, it is you. We gotta buy you guys a drink, man.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Krista comes back with the drinks.
2 more for these guys.
She nods. Lincoln passes the corks out.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, and I'll take a sip. Krista brings them 2 more cups.
There a table up there for us somewhere? If not, Jason and I are gonna have a problem.
Whew. Montage. Lincoln brings a group of 6 girls to the table on the balcony where Nico, Dylan, and Will sit. From above, we see a tray of shots on the table. Hands swarm it, and they all throw them back. Will and Dylan take selfies with Lincoln. Lincoln makes out with one of the girls. There's way more tongue outside the mouths than in. A bottle girl comes by with a bottle of Grey Goose with a sparkler sticking out the top. 2 empty Grey Goose bottles lie on the table next to a half-full one. One of the girls records a video of the whole group chanting, "I'm a reactor, baby. I react. When you fuck with me, I fuck back, bitch." Lincoln is making out with a different girl. Same amount of tongue. Will and Dylan are in awe from across the table. End montage. Interior nightclub night. Lincoln is passed out, propped up against the couch with Will and Dylan on either side of him. They're taking videos, poking him. He doesn't react. Nico is preoccupied talking to the girls.
He's not the reactor. I repeat, he does not fuck back.
Lincoln projectile vomits right into the camera. Dylan gags. Will is laughing hysterically. The girls all rush out. Nico rushes over and leans him up.
What's up?
Cut 2. Interior, Naomi's front door, day. We hear banging out the front door as Naomi, wrapped in robes, steps up and looks through the peephole. There's a cop. She opens the door to reveal not only the cop, but also Lincoln. The sun's still rising behind them. Lincoln wears nothing but a shirt that's wrapped up around his waist. That a shirt he's holding wrapped up around his waist. And we were just going to take him down to the station, but he kept saying that you're his lawyer? Lincoln's cheeks are flushed and he can't make eye contact with her.
Hey, Naomi.
I'm not.
She slams the door. Cut 2, interior, interrogation room, day. Lincoln sits alone. The door opens and he looks over.
Finally came.
Gil, early 20s, face full of pimples, chubby, hair shaggy, he needs it cut, enters dressed in a mediocre suit, carrying some folders.
You're not Naomi.
Gil takes a seat.
I'm Gil.
That's a dumb fucking name. What do you do, blow bubbles out your ass or something?
I'm a lawyer, actually.
Anyone ever tell you you look like a frog?
Oh, no.
A big, fat, fucking frog person?
I'm here to help.
Ribbit. Ribbit. Come on, give me a ribbit. Just one, for old time's sake. Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
He leans closer to Gil on each rivet.
Fuck you.
Gil storms out. Cut 2. Interior holding cell, night. Lincoln sits in the corner of the cell. 2 more cells lie next to his, and Officer James sits at a desk. Lincoln attempts to engage with Officer James, but James is unresponsive. Officer Conrad enters down the steps, dragging Norris. Grizzly, stomach hanging out of a white tank top, along with him.
You can let me go. I'm an actor. I'm just in here for research.
You know the drill, Norris. In you go.
Conrad nudges Norris into the cell and locks it.
You ready to hit north side?
Drinks on me.
We got ourselves a funny one. How long's he been in here?
All day.
Little early for the drink tank, unless you're Norris. Isn't that right, Norris?
Norris's eyes are closed as he sways to remain stable.
You had a line there too, Connor.
I don't have the line. It's not on my draft.
Oh, no, it's not? Oh, never mind. Keep going then. My bad.
So we have James must still be drying
is
out.
ALEXIS or SURAJ?
I can read it. I can pick it up.
Okay.
Must still be drying out. Found him this morning naked on some chick's lawn.
Ex-girlfriend?
I put money on it.
Probably got blitzed, cheated on her, she left him, then he thought he could get her back by screwing her lawn to show her what she's missing.
The two explode with laughter. Lincoln stands and approaches the bars.
No, you guys got it all wrong. I left her. I mean, you guys realize who I am, right?
Look.
Beat. James flips open Lincoln's file.
Lincoln, we've been doing this for hours.
What about you? You know me, right?
Let me think.
Lincoln sticks his head up to the bars and does a more distinguished blue steel replicating a headshot.
Were you the son in that movie where Mary Steenburgen marries a refrigerator?
Nope.
Is it that show where Stephen Baldwin can talk to animals, but they can't talk to him?
Do you need a hint?
Sure. Seems like we're on the right track. Yeah, we need a hint.
I'm a reactor.
What's that supposed to mean?
Is that a line?
Lincoln nods.
I'm a reactor, baby. I react. When you fuck with me, I...
Fuck back!
That movie with Chris Cherito.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
It was fucking great.
You saw that one, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. It was 3.5 hours long, yet somehow riddled with plot holes. The whole thing with the daughter could have been cut out of the movie and nothing would have been different. And the acting was so over the top, it was distracting.
Tell me how you really feel.
I woke up right when that chick takes her top off during the bank robbery.
The two cops crack up. Lincoln clutches his stomach.
I know that look.
Lincoln leans on the bars.
Time to pop the chocolate cherry.
James chuckles.
Hold on, guys. Let me just use the real bathroom.
I'm sorry, are you a decorated officer of this fine city or are sharing the same real estate as our fine friend Norris?
Norris tips an imaginary cap.
It wasn't like I killed anyone. I'm civil. We're civil.
He motions to himself and the cops.
It was bound to happen sometime. You know, personally, I like to take my pants all the way off, but do whatever makes you comfortable.
Lincoln is sweating now, trying to hold it in. He darts to the toilet, drops his pants, and squats so his legs don't touch the seat, a hand on the wall to support him. His eye line is into the corner of the cell, away from all the people. Nothing comes out.
Should I call him?
I know how to fix that.
Conrad approaches Norris' cell, key in hand.
Sometimes you just need a friend.
Conrad opens the door and pulls Norris out. Conrad guides him to Lincoln's cell and nudges him toward the bed. He locks the cell. Lincoln's eyes are now trained down at his feet.
Norris.
Norris takes a seat on the bed and turns to face Lincoln.
Just breathe. You gotta focus. And then you gotta let go. Like you just climbed up a cliff. And then you just flip back into the waves underneath.
You should turn away.
No. That won't help.
Lincoln tries not to look back to the laughing cops.
Here, there's a trick we used to do in the joint to help out the newbies.
Norris gets up and steps towards Lincoln.
You gotta relax. Touch the seat. Let your legs just flare out.
Norris unzips his fly.
So when your cellmate needs to go too, it's no problem.
Lincoln looks up and Norris pees directly on Lincoln's chest. He drops to the seat in shock. Then Norris redirects his stream to the gap in Lincoln's legs.
Just like that.
Norris sips his fly and walks back to the bed as Lincoln falls to the floor. Cut to interior Naomi's bedroom night. Scott, 30, formerly athletic build, lies asleep with Naomi, rolls toward her bedside table and grabs her phone. She pulls up the voicemail from Lincoln. Today, 4:57 a.m. She plays it and puts it to her ear.
Naomi, you are really missing out. We're having a fantastic time. Well, I am.
Exterior
I don't know where
residential.
Nico. My fault. Go ahead.
Exterior residential street night.
I don't know where Nico went. I'm not sure if he split before or after the crash.
Interior sports car night. A flash. Lincoln's face, lip drooping, eyes wide, crash. Exterior residential street night. He walks with underwear on, but no pants.
I wish they wrote that script on sandpaper so I could rub it in his fucking eyes.
Interior Naomi's bedroom night.
Nico and I went out. We hung out with some fans. They were buying us drinks. I'm the one with the bankroll, but hey, if it makes someone's day and gets me a little more drunk, then so be it.
Naomi shakes her head on her pillow.
Figured I'd try you again.
Exterior residential street night.
You know, that was pretty fucked up. After all we've been through, you can't even pick up a phone call? I mean, it's me. Link. Shit in the guy's mailbox.
Exterior front of house night. Lincoln's pants are on a single leg. He squats over an unturned mailbox. His car smashed into the stone wall behind them. Intercut Naomi, Lincoln.
I mean, who fucking does that? I guess I do, or did, do? Do? Well, I'm here now. I guess what I'm trying to say is, sorry about that. Sorry, it's bad, and it's really fucking bad, and I don't have anyone else, Naomi. There isn't anyone else.
Her look softens. She's not crying, and her eyes aren't quite getting watery, but they're almost there. She rolls back over and hugs Scott. Cut to interior interrogation room day. Lincoln is seated. He sees the door handle begin to turn.
I told you, you little frog-faced fuck, I'm only dealing with
Naomi enters.
Looks like you've gone from being a little piece of shit to the whole damn turd.
His hands are on the table and his jaw is half open as he squints a bit looking at her.
You gonna say anything?
Look, I didn't mean to.
Stop.
He closes his mouth and shamefully tilts his head down.
They set your bail.
Great.
Naomi's silent, studying him.
So, you gonna bail me out?
Why?
I'll pay you back.
Lincoln, you took a shit in a guy's mailbox.
Must have been how I lost my pants.
After you crashed your car into his house.
Into his landscaping. Nobody got hurt.
She halfway gets up, but sits back down and scoots her chair tight to the table.
Much as I hate to say this, I do kind of still care about you. There's something about saying that about saying that makes me sick, but it's true. And you are talented. I've seen it, but what the fuck is wrong with you?
He tilts back down.
You left.
I left? I left because you were gone. I mean, you were still there, but you weren't really. I was so happy for you. I was. That little role, you were only there for a day, but you were so excited about it. Your first real movie. And it was you and Chris Cherito, but you told me you lit up like I'd never seen. Like you used to with me, but more. But that didn't bother me. If it was just the acting that was my only competition for you, that would have been okay. I could have dealt with that. We'd pretty much been doing that before. Me in law school, then working 20-hour days, you doing student films every weekend. We made that work. It was good. And when you first got to see yourself up there and to see all those people seeing you, watching you, loving you, and you started getting big auditions, that spark, that light, it was stronger than I'd ever seen it. And then you booked that fucking show, and that's when you left. So I did the same.
She's in tears now. She turns away from him. His eyes water a bit. He brings his head back up to try and make eye contact. He reaches out and grabs her hand in both of his.
Don't say it.
Just please stop doing that thing.
She turns back to him and wipes one of her eyes.
Yeah, that.
He reaches out with one hand and wipes a tear from her eye. She pulls her hand back.
Let's go.
Cut to interior church basement day. Lincoln and Naomi sit next to each other amongst a group of about 15 in a circle. The space is gray and everyone is seated in flimsy plastic folding chairs. He whispers to her.
I'm not talking. This wasn't the deal.
I bailed you out. My rules.
Would anyone else like to share?
Naomi nudges Lincoln with her elbow. He clears his throat.
Sure.
Go ahead.
My name's Lincoln. It's my first time. Not really sure what I'm supposed to say.
Hi,
Lincoln.
Now hold on. Lincoln, thanks for coming. This is a big step. But remember, the first step is admission.
Right. I've done some things I shouldn't have. Some bad things. Hurt people.
Lincoln, do you remember how everyone else started?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I'm not an alcoholic.
Might not be alcohol. Sometimes sex or drugs or rock and roll.
The group leader chuckles.
No, not really. I mean, I've been reckless, and yes, in this particular case, alcohol was involved, and maybe some drugs too, but it's not a problem. It was just one time.
Was it though? Was it really just this once?
Lincoln looks to Naomi, then down to his feet. He gets up and walks out. Naomi follows. Exterior church day. She chases him out.
Come back inside.
He's standing in one place, but he's so twitchy, he looks like his whole body is vibrating.
You got a cigarette?
No. Since when do you smoke?
I don't. I could just really use a fucking drink or a little weed to even me out, but I'm guessing that's frowned upon considering it's not even noon and I just walked out of an AA meeting.
So you're just gonna sit around all day ripping heaters now?
I don't know. People do it in movies all the time. Maybe it'll help. It's better than that cult religious bullshit in there.
Come on, I'll drive you home. Go get some sleep.
Cut to interior Lincoln's apartment bathroom night. Lincoln dumps his cocaine and weed down the toilet. Flush. Cut to interior Lincoln's kitchen night. Lincoln reaches into the fridge and grabs the 3 beer cans in there. He pops their tops and dumps them into the sink, crushing the cans and throwing them out. He dumps the remainder of a bottle of cheap whiskey and an entire bottle of tequila. He grabs the bottle of Whistle Pig Boss Hog from the cabinet that sits in front of its black coffin-shaped case. It's a bit under half full. He takes off the cap and gives it a long, slow sniff, then takes a deep breath. He pours it out, but stops before it's completely gone. There's a couple of drops left. He takes one more whiff before shooting it back. He lets it linger on his palate for a moment, then swallows. Cut to interior courtroom day. Lincoln and Naomi are seated on one side of the courtroom, Marvin and his prosecutor on the other. The judge centered between them, the prosecutor stands.
Sid, Suraj, Alexis, one of you guys want to grab that?
I got it.
I'm muted, I'm sorry.
You're-
Your Honor,
Okay.
Your Honor, the plaintiff is seeking compensation for the total cost of the damages to his property, along with additional compensation for the emotional distress caused to him and his family by the defendant. Additionally, because this act of vandalism resulted in serious damage to Mr. Flynn's property, the prosecution moves to try this case as a felony.
Shit.
What does that mean?
Thank you, Counselor.
Prosecutor sits.
And how does the defense plead?
Naomi stands.
Your Honor, the defense requests a short recess. I would like to review my client's options with him due to unforeseen circumstances.
Ms. Hall, this is highly unorthodox.
I understand, Your Honor, but I believe that it's in my client's best interest for me to be able to explain what his options look like at this moment in time.
The judge sighs.
Fine, 10 minutes, recess.
The judge strikes the gavel. Naomi and Lincoln exit the courtroom and adjourn in the hall. Interior courthouse day.
What does that mean?
Well, I thought they would charge you with a misdemeanor and just have you pay off the damages, maybe some extra money for distress like they did.
Okay.
And in that case, if you plead guilty, you would pay the fines and be on your way, probably have some probation for a little while. But now
what?
If you plead guilty to this as a felony, you're most likely looking all the fines and at least a year of jail.
Fuck.
He's jittery, but tries to take deep breaths. He takes a seat on the bench and she joins him.
Now you can plead not guilty and we can go to trial and try to talk it down to a misdemeanor, or we can try and make a deal with them. But if you go to trial and lose, they might bankrupt you and make you pay this Hollywood lawyer legal fees on top of everything else.
I'm fucked.
He sees Marvin head into the bathroom.
It's not as simple as that, but...
Lincoln gags.
I think
Gag. Gag, gag. He rushes to the bathroom. Interior courthouse bathroom day. Marvin is the only one at a urinal. Lincoln taps on all the stalls. They're empty. He moves to the sink behind Marvin. Marvin jumps, nearly spraying urine everywhere.
Don't fucking come near me, you animal.
He shakes and zips.
Please, you're trying to lock me up? I mean, you took my job. You're trying to bankrupt me?
Stop. I'm going to get my lawyer.
I'm going to AA. I dumped all my shit.
That's not enough. You couldn't even show up on time. And now I'm supposed to trust you to fix all your shit?
Marvin, I'm trying.
You took a shit in my mailbox, for Christ's sake.
Lincoln creeps towards Marvin, his eyes watering.
I'm better. I'm getting better.
Back off.
Lincoln takes a step back.
You can have the money. Take it. Take it all. Fuck it. Just please, Marvin.
He bursts into tears.
You're going to be fine, but me, I'm ruined. Just let me be ruined out here.
You weren't the network's first choice for this show.
Lincoln is taken aback.
Bullshit.
You didn't know because I made sure you didn't. I fought for you. I fucking fought for you. I believed in you, and I convinced them to cast you. I put my shit on the line, fucking dangled it out there, and this is what I get? I might not be as fucked as you are, but I'm not in the clear, and only one of us is responsible for that. So I'm sorry if I can't feel inclined to help you out here and cut a deal.
My whole salary from the show, plus the damages, take it all.
I don't give a damn about your money. I have money. I have a lot of fucking money, and a lot more than you do. Probably more than you're ever going to see.
What else do you want? Anything, Marvin. Anything.
Buzz. Marvin checks his phone.
This fucking guy. You actors, you're so goddamn needy. You're not the only ones that want to be waited on. And my assistant, this kid has splooge for brains. He can handle the clerical shit, but
Marvin smirks.
What?
All your salary from the show plus damages plus 10%, and you work for me unpaid as my little errand boy?
No prison.
No prison.
Deal.
He sticks his hand out towards Marvin.
Well, welcome to hell. You just sold your soul to the goddamn devil.
Marvin shakes his hand. Cut to interior courthouse hall day. Lincoln and Naomi walk towards the courtroom door.
You did what?
Cut to exterior courthouse steps day. Naomi and Lincoln walk down the courthouse steps. She is a few steps ahead. He's trying to catch her pace.
Naomi.
She digs her foot into the ground and whips back to him.
I know you think you know what you're doing, but I hope you really do.
He takes a step toward her and opens his mouth to speak, but she storms off. He stands there with his mouth open. Then,
Yeah.
he pulls out his phone and dials. We only hear his side of the conversation.
Nico. So look, you think you can, you too, man. You think you could see if Melissa will give me a couple shifts? Nah. Everything's cool. It's just the network, man. Apparently they didn't order the whole season. I know, right? It's some bullshit, but yeah, just trying to make a little cash on the side until they pick us back up. Thanks, man.
Cut to interior restaurant office night. Melissa sits at the computer inputting the lunch numbers. Lincoln stands behind.
I don't know why you're here.
To work.
Look,
She points to a schedule on the wall. Lincoln glances at it.
And?
no shit.
Just squeeze me in.
A knock at the door.
Come in.
The host enters.
Call called in sick.
Heard.
The host exits.
There we go.
You can bust.
Huh?
But you do still know what that means, right?
I'm not going from bar to bus.
You're not going from bar to anything. Carl's an essay. He's not here. So you can bust or you can fuck off.
Cut to interior restaurant night. Melissa hands him a small stack of cash. Lincoln flips through and counts it. A 20, a 10, a 5, and 3 ones. Buzz, buzz. Lincoln picks up his phone. It's Marvin. He answers.
Hello?
Cut to interior Marvin's office night.
I've got something for you. A lead.
Intercut throughout the conversation.
What?
Will you let me finish? Hello?
You said to let you.
My assistant's on his way to your apartment.
I'm not there.
Then get there. He's got sides for you.
Am I back?
For an audition.
Cut to interior Lincoln's apartment. Lincoln sits on the couch, his leg jumping up and down. Knock, knock. He springs and swings the door open. Tyler, early 20s, skinny as a rail, glasses.
Here you go.
He hands Lincoln a flip phone.
What's this?
What do you mean?
Marvin said you were bringing over sides.
Oh, well, he told me to give you this, and you should call the number that's saved in there.
Splooge for brains.
Huh?
Marvin was right about you.
Tyler is stuck and confused.
Well?
Tyler doesn't answer.
Fuck off.
He shuts the door on him and turns away for a couple steps. He tosses the flip phone to the couch. He turns back and opens the door.
Hey.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. Tyler is halfway down the hall. He turns back. Lincoln takes out his phone and calls Marvin.
Come back.
It goes to voicemail. Tyler reaches the phone. Buzz, buzz. Lincoln looks at his phone. It's not that. It's coming from the couch. He picks it up.
Hello?
Great. Tyler found you.
Marvin?
Yeah, I need you to make a pickup.
What do you mean?
Our deal?
So there's no audition.
I'm texting you an address. You're looking for Reggie.
What am I?
Have some fun with it. You'll figure it out.
Beep.
Marvin? Marvin,
He looks down at the phone, then up at Tyler.
what are you still doing here?
He slams the door. Cut to interior Uber night.
Here we are.
Lincoln looks out the window. It's a construction site.
Are you sure?
That's what it says.
All right, I guess.
Lincoln gets out. Exterior construction site night. Lincoln walks up towards the fence. He walks along it, scanning for an opening. He finds a loose fence panel and slips inside. He steps cautiously through shadow until a burly man steps out about 20 feet away from him.
Can I help you? You should leave.
I'm looking for Reggie.
What for?
Marvin sent me.
This way.
The burly man walks back into the shadows. Lincoln follows. Interior construction site night. Lincoln follows the burly man into a room where two men, Ben and Angelo, and a woman, Reggie, are playing cards.
Marvin's guy is here.
You play cards?
Here and there.
Mm-hmm. Take a seat.
Look, I'm just here for the pickup.
I only do business with my friends, with people I trust. And in my opinion, there's no better way to make friends, figure out who you can trust, than by a little hold'em.
Let's play then.
Lincoln takes a seat.
Buy-in's 300.
Lincoln freezes.
Something wrong?
I'm just traveling a little light today.
What do you got?
Lincoln pulls out the cash from his wallet.
38.
Damn, Reg. What's Marvin doing sending guys like this our way?
Broke ass pretty boys.
People feel comfortable around faces like that. Why do you think I'm always on the edge around you two?
Lincoln's hands fidget with the cash under the table. Reggie takes out a stack of 20s from her wallet.
We'll credit you this time.
She passes the cash across the table.
Wait, you're Reggie?
And what can I call you?
Lincoln takes a beat, staring right into Reggie's eyes.
Russ.
Montage. Reggie races. Lincoln folds. Angelo folds. Ben shows a 2 and 7 offsuit. Angelo is livid. Lincoln calls a bet. He hits a straight on the river. Lincoln wins a small pot. Lincoln wins a decent pot. 9 of hearts. King of diamonds. Queen of hearts flop. Reggie bets conservatively. Lincoln raises big. Ben and Angelo fold. In montage.
Chasing the straight or chasing the flush?
Probably just 2 pair.
Not with a bet like that.
Lincoln shrugs.
Now the thing about that is that either way you lying to me.
Pick your poison, I guess.
Remember what I said about doing business with friends?
Reggie pulls out a gun and scratches her temple with it.
About trust?
Oh shit! I'll fold. I mean, we're talking about money, for Christ's sake. We're talking about cards. Friendship is friendship, and a wonderful thing, and I'm all for it. I never said any different, and you know me on this thing. Let's just keep it separate, okay? Let's keep the two apart, and we can deal with each other like some human beings.
Reggie lowers the gun below the table.
Is that Mammoth?
Bang, bang. Ben crashes to the ground and crying out in agony, clutching both his knees. Reggie gets up and takes the gun off of Ben's belt.
If you don't tell me the truth and you go behind my back, it doesn't end well for you, does it, Ben?
Lincoln is frozen.
Russ? Is that short for Russell?
No, I mean...
Which is it, Russ? Yes or no?
No.
What is it short for?
Randolph.
Randolph? Really?
Yeah, I don't like Randy, so people started calling me Rusty, you know, like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11, and then it just turned into Russ.
Ocean's 11?
Movie.
I don't really watch movies. But back to this fucker. Russ, you know what happens when someone goes behind my back?
Not sure how I should answer that.
We bring down the curtains and say goodnight.
Reggie sits back down across from Lincoln. She slides Ben's gun across the table to Lincoln.
Now, I would love for us to be friends, but right now, I've lent you money. So I need you to do something for me. And if you do this, I'll be very grateful. And then we can be very good friends.
Lincoln stares at Reggie, then down to the gun.
Go ahead.
I don't want to get in the way of whatever it is you guys have going on here.
Reggie raises her gun back onto the table, pointed at Lincoln.
Go ahead.
Lincoln's hand crawls towards the gun. He grabs it. He gathers himself to his feet. He steps towards Ben. Lincoln takes a deep breath.
Reggie, come on. Don't make him do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lincoln raises the gun from his hip. His breathing gets faster and faster and faster, faster.
So, kid, you don't want to do this. I don't have anything against you. You don't have anything against me. Please. Please.
Lincoln's whole body trembles. The gun shakes. Cut to black. Bang.
Yeah.
Brilliant script.
Awesome.